arm, but here, let it come across your body and go to the other hip. And then if you can use that momentum of the weight to let it kind of swing through, then you can really teach yourself how to use momentum with weight, right? We're engaging the core, engaging the legs. Obviously, the upper body's working here, but if I'm just doing this, this is a lot on my shoulders and arms compared to the momentum, the swinging, right? And then switching, now going up, and again, using the movement, my back, my hips, trying to swing, not just using my arms, using my legs, using my whole body, using the momentum of the weight.
That will change your life. That's it. Good job, good job. And we better time.
Right. And then we can get some working on our blocks, right hand up, left hand down, and coming across the body. And here, keeping those elbows nice and tight, and then you can kind of use the hips and the legs to try to get everything to turn. And just do what you can. Right, staying in control. I'm looking your way, Neo. And now reversing, working on, trying to get as much momentum, movement from around the elbows. The closer to the weight, the hands, the easier it is. But this is hard. Not easy. All right. And then we can get a little forearm too. If you want. And the very difficult one, but kind of freelance. Yeah, there you go. And relax. Yeah, you've left a puddle. And switch. And this one, not sure. I think this one's the, nope, that one. Okay, go ahead and begin. Yeah, there we go. This is the concrete one. Right. Get those legs, right? Rotating those feet. You can start with them pointing or pointing in. And then slowly changing the direction. I like to do about 9, but you know, whatever you like. Do them open, do it in the middle. See if you can find the most. And then do that one. Yeah, you can feel all those bruises. Now, I do recommend some tiger balm. This can really help. You can even put it. The which one? In town?
Yeah, it was like white and red. I took the red one.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I don't know the difference. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. And relax. And we can put these away.
This one, right? You see, I can't even lift it up.
And go ahead and begin. I would recommend kind of puffing it up on there. Right? And you like, personally I do a side strike, palm, backhand, back hammer. This is the, but if there's something else that you're feeling called to, you certainly can do that.
Can I see the mic very quick? Thank you.
And what should I say? We have been
How is your experience conditioning? What is conditioning? How is this helping you?
conditioning is the alpha and the omega. You know the alpha, you know the omega. You don't need all the alphabet letters. This is the alpha and this is the omega. Okay? When you're conditioned, you think like pain is sweet. Like actually, no. I knew it.
You want the mic back.
My endorphins are up, so I can't find the right things to say.
Experience conditioning. What is the experience conditioning? How is the feeling? How is the feeling?
The first time I tried this, especially these blue ones, I was totally in pain. Day after day, I was less in pain. Then when I tried to hit this man, he's called Bob, I wasn't in pain at all. After just 1 month of training, that's after just 1 month of conditioning. So I love conditioning. I also love pain. That's why conditioning itself was easy for me. I'm also a masochist. But after a while, you find other harder things to deal with. There are so many toys in here. There are strong men. So you'll find pain if you are looking for it. But a different level of pain. Not the same.
How does this pain make you better?
Huh?
How does this pain make you
Because all the moves you are using in Kung Fu, like kicks, like defenses, like that. You hit with your bone on another person's bone. So the other person will be in pain after 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 blocks. You will just enjoying it. You want to be the person that enjoys fighting, not to be the person who are in pain, right? Right. Am I right? Now I'm saying? Now I'm saying, bro. Fuck, I'm gonna do this purple.
Moving on to the next station.
Next session is sweet, because I learned the Shaolin one. It will be change. It will change color. Can I do this here? Okay. Oh.
Please. Because I can't really record you guys because I'm not listening that good.
Right, well, you can record me. You know, I can step out and begin. Like I said, you generally want to follow the mic around, and generally the mic's with the teacher. So, although we did appreciate Neo getting on there and showing us some of his intensity, we like that. So here, we're working on conditioning, right? We're working on conditioning the forearm, really hitting the bone, right? What's happening here is you're kind of deadening the nerves, but you're also making these microfractions in the bone. And this will allow the calcium to come into the bone and make it stronger. So we're strengthening the bone and kind of deadening the nerves at the same time.
So you really do it on the bone, not on the muscle around.
No, on the bone, yeah, because if you're doing it on the muscle, you're not really doing anything, except for maybe bruising the muscle.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And we work with the forearms and the shins because this is typically what we're striking or blocking with. The shins, you generally don't want to block with the shins so much, but you do strike with the kick. And you do kind of can block a little bit with the shins. I mean, not directly, but it will get hit.
Because when I do it on my leg, sometimes I do it a little bit on the side of the foot. Would it strengthen a little bit the ankles and the feet?
The bone itself, yeah. The thing about the ankle is because of the kind of bone it is, or it's a joint, so the issue isn't really the consistency of the bone itself. It's more the fact that it's a joint, and joints are always a little bit weaker because of the way they're mobile, right? So, yeah, technically you would make the bone.
I sprained a lot of my ankles, and then I had a car accident, and I broke that ankle. So when I started doing it a bit, thinking that maybe it would strengthen the bone a little bit.
The bone isn't the problem. Your tendons and the muscle around your ankle is what's weak. And the tendons are what's weak. So hitting the bone isn't going to make the ankle stronger.
But would it break less easily, maybe?
No, because, again, because it's a joint, there's moving parts.
Like this bone, like the malleole, how do you say that in English?
I'm not sure, but again, it's moving parts. So there's a moving part there, so that's what makes it kind of fragile. So just strengthening the bone of a moving part isn't going to make it, yeah, it's not going to shatter, but the issue generally isn't that the ankle shatters, it's that the joint itself pops out and breaks, right? This kind of dislocates kind of thing. So just like if you made the kneecap really strong, that's not going to stop the kneecap from sliding around because that's the mechanism. And it's rare that you actually shatter the joint. It does happen, but usually it's more like you rip the tendons.
Yeah, because for me, I broke the malleole both on the lengthwise. That's why when I was like, oh, we could make it at least not break. The joint itself will not
So, yeah.
Not like
And
the tibia or the...
yeah, exactly. We're here, we're just hitting a bone. And go ahead and relax and put away the tools. But I'm not a doctor per se. But that's my understanding of it. It's like joints, it's kind of hard to condition. The best way to condition joints is usually from strengthening the fascia, strengthening the muscle, and strengthening the tendons. You know, so if I want to have strong ankles, ankle lifts, 1 foot ankle lifts with a band, right? This sort of thing with a band. That's going to, yeah, this is going to strengthen everything that supports the ankles. And then,
The foot itself as well, a little bit?
yeah, absolutely. So strengthening all that is going to help everything stay in place. The fascia, this,
Yeah.
the
Every
vein.
time I do this, afterward, both my ankles pops like crazy. It's like
Ah, yeah, interesting.
both of them.
Okay, let's have some quick water and then let's get into some fun pushy hands, sticky hands. For those of you at home who don't know and you just see one person in meditation, which is nice, we're going to do some pushy hands. Pushy hands is a way for us to work on our touch sensitivity, right? It's not something that is necessarily trying to mimic a fighting scenario. It's something to help us build up our sensitivity. And we're going to be in a walking stance, so go ahead and partner up, right? And we're going to be in a walking stance. We're going to make touch contact with our forearm by the wrist with the other person. And we're going to sink our chi down, stabilize, tuck that tailbone, tongue on the roof of the mouth, and we're going to try to move our partner, right? Without moving our feet, we're trying to move them out of their stance work, right? So maybe come right here, Jimmy. And we're going to watch these gentlemen, right? And the key here is we want to be nice and relaxed. We want to keep the touch sensitivity. There we go, and you got them to move. Now, we're all just beginners at this, so there's more advanced versions. Right? And we want to really feel what we have here, really feel their energy. Try not to watch, because the time that it takes to communicate down to our hands is a lot faster than it is for our touch sensitivity to communicate, right? Whereas, try to keep the touch sensitivity. Pushing the shoulder isn't really going to generally work. Try to see if you can cross up their arms, right? And play around. Nice one, Neil. He got his hand pushed into his belly, and then that's a nice, easy way to control. The only problem with that, Vasily, is you're giving up touch control when you do that. So try to keep touch control. Right? And keep your hands open, ladies. Keep your hands open. Yeah. This is not your friend. This limits you, and you both are doing that. So you can have your hand. It doesn't have to be open like this. You can be like this. You can. This is no good. This allows for. You can make a fist to strike if you want. You can hit open-handed. You can grab. Move around. But this is like you really limited the amount of touch contact you can get.
Okay.
Nice one, Pia. Okay. Don't be looking at your hands. Looking away, don't be looking at the hands. Again, that's going to slow down your touch sensitivity. Okay, salute your partner. Changing partners.
With the boys, I'm not afraid of touching him.
Come on over here. Okay.
Anyway, with all that sweat. Go back.
Right? We want to focus on technique, not just brute force. Move their energy around. Test it. And then when it's time, when you see the opening, then go for it. Right?
Good. That works too. Push it on the side, yeah.
I can't send her back in here immediately.
We'll use better technique.
That's a bone arrow, though. I'm telling all the instructors that this is better.
It's not.
Don't allow me. It is. Go to the walking stance, please. Walking stance.
Well, she was in a walking stance.
It wasn't. It was a bone
No,
arrow.
no, it's a walking stance.
It's better. Bone arrow
Your
is
foot
better.
needs to come forward. Yeah,
That's a walking.
yeah. Her toe and her heel are right in a line with each other.
Okay, then I should go walking as well. That's a walking. Many versions of walking.
Yeah. Her weight's on her back foot. Your weight's on your front foot.
You see, I've got better stability. Still don't go in no walking stance.
It's a walking stance.
Practice so much the bone arrow.
Okay, but that's not what this exercise is for. It's for walking stance. You shouldn't be leaning into it. Yeah, your weight should not be on your front foot. Definitely not.
She's like a rock.
Well, try to use a little different technique, you know. Try to use a technique that just isn't patty cake push. Try to move their energy around. Okay, salute your partner, switch it up. What I mean by that is not, you know, try to push a little bit. Okay, pull, right? Try to move the energy around, feel where that is. Not just, right? That's just brute force. Try to see if you can play with the energy and move it, moving it, shifting on that center axis, right? Trying to get a little bit more. Why don't you come over here? You two come over here if you would be so kind. Right, salute your partner. And try to use technique, right? Because there's going to be people who are stronger than us, and we want to still be able to move. And if you have good technique, and you can ground your energy, tuck that tailbone, rotate on your center axis, then you're more likely to do it.
Oh.
You know? Right, so if I'm pushing here and then countering, right, trying to move the energy, you pinned there. If you just try to use brute strength, it's not your friend. Sink. See, you're very upright. See if you can sink. Keep relaxed, nice. Keep. Get him in position and then
How are you not moving? Someone said to do limbo. You literally go like this.
I'm able to go gadget my feet into the earth. Not a very good one, but because you gave up touch sensitivity to do it, but that's okay. You know, anyone can push, but then we're not keeping touch contact, which
So it'd be better like. What do you mean? What would I do differently?
have control. So here, I still have control.
Okay.
If I'm just doing this, look what your hands are free to just.
So so it'd be something better would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keeping touch contact, because we're really just training ourselves for sticky hands, which is what we're going to do next, right? And sticky hands, we're throwing strikes. This is where you need explosiveness, right? You want to use the sticky or the explosive behavior there. So something more like that, right? Yeah, see if you can get that. Yeah, a little bit better, right? If you're just going to push, it allows me to sink in. But if
Come on.
you need to explode.
Okay.
So the explosion is the springy power, right? So
Okay.
It's-
Let me remember that.
so if you have someone and you're here, explosion.
What am I doing?
You're just putting this,
okay.
and then it's like resist.
okay.
Resist. All you got to do is resist.
Okay.
And for me, I can sink in and I can absorb that because I know how to absorb it, and then I can just bounce it back. Right? So, right there. No, you had it.
Better.
Well, here, don't pull this away from me. Put it into me. You had me here, and I was trying to let you do it, and instead you just pulled my hand down. But instead, if I'm here, look at, you're done for. You got nothing, you got nowhere to go, right? So if you can get someone to come across with their hand like this, good, yeah.
Okay.
Right? The down up, it's much better if you can not telegraph it, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, switch partners. Now we're going to do some sticky hands.
I'm in the rotation too, guys. Yeah, I'm in the rotation. Let's do this, yeah. That doesn't need the cameraman anymore.
Okay, so sticky hands. You remember sticky hands. Your feet can move, right? Your feet can move. This one might be a little hard to video without keeping it on somebody.
You don't say.
Because people are going to be moving around. So,
We gotta stay.
so I don't think we can be in rotation here. Sorry to say. Because
That's worse than this.
so sticky hands. Let's go.
I'm like here.
So you can move around. Okay, you're not sure what it is? We'll show you. So
Some ideas.
we can move around, and we're looking for strikes.
Single strikes.
Well, if you can do multiple,
Multiple is the meaning.
multiple's better.
life, of
But
painful life.
but I don't want to just go back here into sparring. I want to keep the touch contact.
Yeah, if he
Right?
hold my hand here and hit, that's kung fu.
right? I want to keep,
But I think that is not Kung Fu.
no, that's Kung Fu,
That's not Kung Fu.
right? It's all, right? So this is what we're going for. Thank you for being my test dummy. Sorry for not letting you get in here, my friend.
It's all good.
See if you can come over here so we can get this.
The sticky hands or pushing hands?
Sticky hands. Sticky hands. Sticky hands. That's right. You tell him, Jimmy. You tell him.
I got the
No,
shirt on. I'm feeling a little instructed like today.
oh, we like that. No nonsense, Jimmy.
Doing that to avoid the hit is Kung Fu.
You can avoid the hit, yeah. You can use your hands. You can avoid the hit, you know. You don't want to just, yeah, why not? What, do you think Kung Fu people just stand there?
No, they do that.
Yeah, they move their body too.
Like something so...
Yeah, why not? Why not? Pretty silly to be like, well, the only way I can avoid a hit is if I block it. You know? But generally, you don't want to do that. Because unlike in boxing, you can hit the top of the head and you can hit the back of the head in Kung Fu. So if you're offering up your head really low, someone can hit you right in the back of the brain, and that's very dangerous and can be lethal. Right? So try to change your footwork so it's mimicking the other person. If you both have the same foot leading, it's kind of like doing this. Instead, you want to square the hips up.
And you said while striking you should keep the contact.
I mean, to a certain extent, you know.
I'm really iffy
Yeah.
on this exercise. I'm like, I never know what to do.
Well, you just look for strikes and look for counters. Yeah. And try to, so you have 3 circles that we're working with. This way, and this way. So, for example.
Yeah, that was fast, and I didn't even like.
Okay, so I'm using this circle. All right? And then I'm also using this circle. So I use this circle and this circle. So these are things you want to go for. If I'm on the inside, right? So I'm not just doing this
Yeah.
and trying to strike, I'm trying to get an opening. Right? And you're looking for counters. And you're looking to block and to counter. Right?
And then I'm crossing myself.
Boom, 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 boom. Right? But go for a little extra long and then we're going to switch. Yeah. So this is kind of the idea. Right? No, make sure to,
No, we just.
but you want to have your feet,
Experimenting.
you want to have, yes, this is, because we wouldn't be like this. This isn't our style. This is our style, with our hips facing our opponent. We're not like this. Some styles are like this, but that's not our style. That's not our Tiger Crane.
So even in the old era, if the opponent changes, the other opponent shoots, adapts to his enemy. Just wonder. I wondered again.
Yeah, you do, by moving your stance. So
It's
if you change your...
benefit of both. It's a benefit of both.
Well, but look what he did. He did something great there, and you didn't change your stance, and it made you in a weaker position. See, when he came over right here, he's in a much better position than you are. He's got 2 hands that can kind of strike, and now you have to turn. Otherwise, he's got the side and the back. So just like in boxing, someone gets to your outside, you don't just do this, you turn the hips. Right? Yeah. Okay, salute your partner. Switch it up. Pia, come on over. Someone go over here. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is working on your strength.
Look at the angle. It's a really cool angle.
That's a great angle. Love it, Jimmy. Love it.
You can see everything.
Yeah. Right? Switch up your feet, Pia. Yeah, there you go. Well, you could have just stepped in there too. You don't have to, We want to get used to, oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, nice.
I don't understand this one. I don't know what to do.
Well, you want to try to control him and strike.
Yeah, okay, on paper, basic.
Yeah.
I just, usually I'm always on the defensive. I'm never on the offensive.
Yeah, so then look for counters. So here, your hands are on the inside. A classic technique is control the other arm and strike.
Yeah, but it's going to strike me with this one if I do this. No? Or I'm confused.
I mean, not if you're fast,
Oh.
and not if you turn. So,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite like that, but, right? He knew it was coming, so, all right? 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 Try to keep those elbows in. See? So, move with one arm. If he blocks that, come back. If he blocks that, maybe he's distracted. You know, so using both hands. Just doing this is not really doing anything. If you get on the inside, he's quick, he can block it. Classic routine is if I come here and he blocks it, right? Boom. So there's always, boom, if he blocks it like this, now he can counter right away.
Backhand.
Backhand, exactly. So I got to bring my hand up, and then I got to come here, and then he's going to want to try to block with that, right? So you don't have to move super fast, but to go with control, right? See, look at that, wasn't fast. Yeah, and he would have got me there. So you want to look for strikes. Doing this isn't.
It's just usually I'm just on the, I'm waiting for something to come.
Don't
I
wait.
Don't know what
Initiate.
To,
If you can. I know it takes some. That's why we practice. That's why we practice. Okay, salute your partners. You know, it's not easy, especially in the beginning. But that's why we practice. That's why we train. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. We will be back, I believe, this afternoon doing some weapons training and some defense against weapons. Enjoy the rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever it is. Always, we would prefer to have you here with us than just watching us. It's a lot more fun, trust me. But you can also watch our videos on Namyang, YouTube, and you can, I'm not sure what's going on here, probably. And you can also do online courses. So thank you for joining us, and have a good afternoon. Okay, the rest of you.